Hey everybody, welcome back. Man, I picked up a sweet knife and it's not in a blue box, so hopefully this doesn't shock you guys too much, doesn't get too crazy on you. I know it's kind of turning over a little bit of a leaf, but let's see what we got. Now this one's the Manix 2 from Spyderco, made in the USA. This is a Cutlery Shoppe exclusive. Look at that. So congratulations, you purchased limited edition exclusive version of the Manix 2 Lightweight from Cutlery Shoppe. Pretty cool they include that stuff. Kind of gives you an overview. Product warranty information. Pretty neat. So we will put this off to the side. And I just really waiting to see what's in this. So pulled out of the plastic. High-tech plastic. Alright, let's take a look at it. Now this is a newer pattern they've been using on their lightweights for the scale. Now this is a similar to an FRN. It's a reinforced fiber glass polycarbonate, and basically they call this a bidirectional. What's the official word here? I don't want to mess it up. This is a molded bidirectional texture. So you can see the ridges, how they go. And they kind of all spiral off, or pattern off, their logo in the center. So hopefully you can see the ridges right there. Kind of cool how they grip both directions. Really lots of grip when you go against them. And then a little bit of the top texturing. One of the things that I did learn, now let's look at this fully open. It's a beautiful knife. Definitely lightweight, Now, this is in their CPM S90V blade steel. This is a DLC coated blade, which is very sharp. It does have some nice jimping on the thumb ramp here. Now, this, for me, this is totally different. It's made in the USA, here in Golden, Colorado. Have your wire clip. This one's a coated one. So you have a black wire clip, which is reversible. You can carry right or left-handed, tip-up carry. Now for closure, you have their ball bearing lock, which also has a steel insert. So you guys are probably much more familiar with these than I am. I also saw, because this material here is plastic, obviously with the lightweight definitely as well. Hopefully you hear that, the lockup. And it's solid. No blade play at all, which is very cool. Now, I was excited. I like the orange and black combo. One of the things I was bummed out about, though, the hardware that's kind of pressed into the scales here, the pivot, looks like you can get a Torx bit in the pivot. But the rest of the hardware on the top of the scales is all pressed together. So I'm going to have to watch some videos on that because I'd love to swap it out for like all black hardware, which would be really cool. But yeah, so I was kind of looking for the all orange and black combo. But anyways, we covered the S90V blade steel. This is a full flat grind. So you can see the thickness here, how it comes down to a point out here, but it's flat grind all the way down. Super sharp. Comes that way from the factory, which is really cool. And rejoice lanyard fans, you do have a lanyard hole, a very nice large one, so you can put like a rope through there or whatever. I'm not sure on the Manix 2s what they are. I have a large glove size hand, and this has a forward finger choil, which also has some jimping in it, so that's pretty neat. And you can get right up on that blade, and you can see how much is left. And it's still comfortable. You know, your fingers still lock in right here. Now you can also go back on just normal grip, and you still have plenty of room. Large glove size hand. So I really like the Manix 2. If you guys saw, I got the St. Nick's version in G10. That one's much heavier than this one. So this one popped up, and I'm like, man, it's orange and black combo. I love that color combo. Had to order one. So I want to get it in hand, try out the lightweight version. Now, one of the things I do want to compare it to is I have a couple of the Spyderco Para 3s lightweight versions. This is the M390 with the red scales. And lining them up, so you have your Manix 2 here, lightweight, your Para 3 lightweight. Very cool. And as you guys know, you've probably seen my other videos, you know, I'd love to get that titanium anodized hardware just makes them pop. This is the Para 3 lightweight in black. So pretty cool overall. Obviously this one has some writing kind of etched on that. Para 3 from Spyderco. This one's very generic with just our logo. And the other cool part is the clip does hit right here where the logo is. So you're not going to get that bi-directional texture riding on your, your pants material and tear it up quicker. So I was told when I was talking to you guys in the community the other day on one of my live channel streams, or my live streams on my channel, back it up, there's a clip swap out I can do. I love a deep carry clip. This one's going to stick a lot out. You're going to have that much of your knife sticking out of your pocket down here. It's not going to work good at the office. It's going to draw some attention, especially being orange. So I'd love to just have like a black deep pocket carry clip for that. So we'll see. So we'll see how that one goes. Now, overall, some stats really quick. The length of the blade is 3.37 inches. The overall length of the entire knife is 8.03 inches. So it's a larger knife. The handle is 4.66 inches by itself. And the weight overall is 2.9 ounces. Now, one of the things that, this is kind of actuates the unlock version, similar to my favorite locking mechanism, which is like an axis lock. So this is ambidextrous, so whichever hand you are that you carry, you can actuate by just pulling back on this, and you're going to get it unlocked. Now, obviously, I'm going to have to break it in so it gets a little more fall shutty. Is that a word? Fall shutty? Fall shutty? Fall shutty? Fall shut more? I don't know. Anyways, but pretty cool. So I'll have to look into, somebody was telling me there's some different mods you can do for this hardware and also for the clip. Now, one of the things I found, there is some texturing right here on the handle, which that obviously came up. One of the things that they don't have, they have texturing right here on the spine of the handle, or the spine of the scales, which kind of helps when you're, choked up down here. It's not as obviously grippy as the jimping on the back of the blade, but the butt end of it is very, like when you're trying to close it even, very slippery. And thank you guys for pointing that out in my live the other day, wanting to compare the two, the G10 and this one. But the Manix 2 does have that slippery kind of hind quarters, we should say. Now, let's compare this one to a couple other favorite knives on my channel, just because, so we've seen the Para 3 comparison. Now, let's look at a full-size Benchmade Griptilian, because that's one that I'm going to basically probably compare it to size-wise. You're pretty darn close, almost exact same handle length, same blade length. You don't have a forward finger choil on the Benchmade Griptilian. You have more of a belly to the blade here. You also have some FRN scales. So, pretty size comparison-wise, just not as thick. The Griptilian is going to be a little thicker because of that belly. One of my new favorites that you guys have probably seen lots on my Instagram and in my live streams is the Benchmade Mini Presidio 2 in CF Elite. So you can see this one's going to be a little shorter in the handle, just a smidge shorter in the blade as well. No forward finger choil, so that's the size comparison there. And let's see here, what else do we have that's going to be? We have my favorite knife from 2018, 2019, because I've just modded it so much, is Benchmade Bug Out. Now this one has some aftermarket parts on it as well, blue thumb studs and a backspacer. But you can see size comparison wise, your blade's going to be a little shorter. So if you want to do cutting edge to cutting edge, it's almost comparable. But pivot to pivot, that's what you're looking at. Your scales, your handle is going to be a little bit shorter. But the Bug Out's going to win the competition when it comes down to the overall thickness of the knife. But if you're getting a Manix 2, you're not getting it to be a thin carry. You're getting it because it's a Manix 2. That's what I've been told. That's what I'm finding out. So, anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching this. Thank you so much for putting up with me walking through some Spydercos and I'm bringing it into my collection. It's not my normal. So, thank you for welcoming me with open arms. And thank you for giving me some pointers and point me in the right direction to kind of get some of these things done. Might even do a hardware swap out if I can get a black one. But anyways, man, I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys have any questions or you have any comparisons you want to see, let me know. I will be doing another Manix 2 video just to cover the St. Nick's version. You guys have been awesome. Hopefully you guys love my last giveaway. I'm ramping up to do another one. Do something kind for someone this week. We all definitely need it. You guys have an awesome day. Take care.